Recording, starting. Hello, YouTube. Getting the audio potentially set up the way it's supposed to. Play around with that. Alright. I'm ready. I look like I am a little off. I need. Alright, so to kind of recap what we are doing. We are doing the last two main story quests
There are useful
for
ingredients to be
Vernworth,
gathered here, I'll wager.
and then
Shall we see if there's aught
while
to be
we get ready to
found while we're
plan
here?
My talents lie
the
in
second
combining
half, we'll
materials,
probably do some
and I'll use
exploration.
those in my possession to craft things for you in my spare time.
I don't think I've ever seen that stuff. Not pawn. Oh, thank you. Alright. Sweet.
Over here.
Off we go. And there should be some pawn updates, so of course when you get to Vernworth again, or any of the
While in another world,
damn.
I happened upon a treasure chest right
gotta
close by. Here.
send away some people and
Perhaps
bring
I
them
could
back.
Show you the way.
Eyes up! Harpies are upon us! It fears fire's fury!
Oh my god, why isn't it? It's in the box. There we go. Jeez.
Over so soon?
You truly are formidable, Arisen.
It's down over here. Got some rats. Potential secret token. There's a chest. Oh, yep.
Now here's a surprise.
A splendid discovery. Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
I do appreciate secret tokens and how they're placed sometimes. I feel like you'll really know where to find them. Okay, so. Alright. Blocked off. Good. Right.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sight.
Actually, I want to. Can
Arisen.
you climb?
Let us endeavor to keep up,
No.
though we are less fleet of foot. This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Get at it. There's a chest there. I wonder how. I don't think I can make that jump. I would need a.
You'll not live to regret this.
Technically, the pawn could do it. Oh, wait. Hold on.
The false sovereign has been an enigma for far too long. I'll say we make for Vermin's eastern edge and investigate him. I've a rough idea of where our destination lies.
This is why
Shall
I hate
show you
giving
there, Master?
pawns that ability to have you like
A guide
throw you
is
up
most
places.
welcome.
It's like, never really.
Now
do
we
it.
shan't lose our way.
What?
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
Nice. Alright. See if I can get to that chest. Can.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Maybe it's when the pawns say it.
An astounding discovery. Indeed. Good on you for being so observant.
I'll harvest what I can. Should it please you?
Uh-oh. Oh, Lord.
I will finish this here and now.
I did it, Arisen! Got a hold of the creature!
Oh, okay, there's a follow-up attacks.
Use their range to our
Nice.
advantage.
Of course.
Or Cusco. Yeah, annihilated right there.
Maturity magics are at your disposal. Wait right there.
Focus. A moment of a decision may spell our doom.
By your leave.
Nice. What a combo. Uh-oh. Whoa. Oh. Nice.
Look out, Arisen! We're under attack!
Well done.
Woo. He's knocked the fuck out. Nice. Yeah. A very good start.
Could you come over? Here.
Welcome in. The game goes good as always. A very fun.
A new destination calls to you, I take it. Say no more. I look forward to seeing where you take us.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
The chest up there. Yeah. Here.
Come to think of it, our ranks have gone unchanged for a while now.
As a result, we move as one.
The hidden village.
You there? You look best go elsewhere, friend. There's no business to be had here. That's
That man just now seemed rather on edge. What could he have seen here to inspire such suspicion?
you best go elsewhere. There's no business to be had here.
Afraid. He's actually part of the village, if I remember.
It's no more or less than what one might have expected.
We cannot
Rabbit
expect
pelts.
gleaming treasures.
I kind of figured they would give it back to us. It's just like the first game. It's not too terribly unbalanced. It has its uses. I could just why would you pay for it? I don't think anyone really would like if you're gonna buy in a fairy stone,
Pray, allow me to
especially
open
before the
jest.
Eternal, you were just desperate to fast travel, which is the most understandable thing. I don't think you were ever expected to pay that much unless you knew like you had nothing else. And say the prices now definitely for it is not bad. I mean, I'll admit the inflation was kind of rough.
Ah, you must be the visitor I've heard so much about. Have you some business here in the village? You would know of our village? Is there all else
I know they
help you
do.
with,
I
sir?
played through the game on launch,
Arthur. At least no one by that name.
and I'm
is.
sure I wouldn't
As
be
you
surprised
like,
if they
sir.
do give us a hard mode. It'll probably double. If I remember right. Did Dark Arisen? I think Dark Arisen did that. I don't recall. I never really did play hard mode
Tread
much.
carefully.
I wanted to.
It seems our every step is being watched.
'Tis eerie, but we must needs press on.
All stuff. Ah, I see. Yeah, well, I prefer
The letter most inscrutable.
the normal difficulty
and
because
I
it's
fear
really
'twill
not
remain
that
such if we
hard,
cannot find another
and
piece to
also
this puzzle.
I like my achievements. But play whichever you want, you know? No judging. How's it going, Loof? I hope you're doing good. Welcome, honey.
Hail! How'd he know to expect you? Why not ask him yourself?
I remember how weird this was. If I remember right, someone here does have book. I don't. They still do. What happened yesterday? Oh, I just didn't hop on. As I said before, on what was it? On Monday, I had to go in very early, so it was doubtful I was gonna be on. And not only that, I did send out a tweet because we did also have a very bad storm, so there was no way in hell I was going to do it either way.
Intuition, sir. You found me out far sooner than most. I trust you are enjoying your sojourn in. If you have any questions, ask away. I should be glad to aid you. Beg pardon? Why would a letter? Brass means imitating someone in thieves' cant. This letter means to say, naturally, I can say nothing as to. Is there aught else you'd care to ask?
You know what's funny, actually? I never bothered like looking at much of the houses. I don't remember showing that. Or no, maybe that was the... Is that one of the letters I found?
Arthur, you say. I've lived in this village. Is there aught else you'd care to ask? You're curious what I know of you? Naturally, I'm not the only one. You're the second in response. Oops. Don't misunderstand.
Better give it away.
Those who deal in is there aught else you'd care to ask? If aught about our what is here that thieves are to begin with, though of course you are, which is to say, is there aught else you'd care to ask? Take care then. You, sir, are worthy of inheriting my ultimate technique. Once mastered, 'twill allow you to fell all foes, both minuscule and...
I love how much of a troll this ability is. We don't. Oh yeah, we don't get the master one yet until like the master swordsman one until we go back to Elf. Now, I do know where to go find the training ground, but I think I need to kind of do this more properly. Get that book. I think. Yeah. Or no. Oh wait, yeah.
Nursing you, but come on, follow me.
Dare I presume I've caught your...
Okay, no, maybe it's after the training. That would... Don't mind me taking all your shit. I think we gotta go around. Oh, boy. Oh, I'm gonna be real. Oh wait, for the Unmoored World? I mean, truthfully, it's really up to you because I think there are some better weapons in the Unmoored World, but I never really got much exploring out of it because I I was a little more nervous knowing like the punishment in that mode, or not mode, but you know, that part. So I need to actually do more exploration this time in that one. But if it's before all that, I mean, I'd say go with whatever has gone good with your build, because I mean, in the end, post game, I would say like it's really up to you because I'm pretty sure
I've been waiting for.
most weapons in the
Allow
game,
me to
especially
gather
when you
these up.
Dragon Forge it, pretty much is still just your end game killer. It's really just how you forge it and
I
whatnot.
would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
It is not our place to hurry the
Like, I know technically there are like better weapon stuff, but you know what I mean. Kind of like, you know, with like people with like the Blessed Mace, like technically that mace, while there is something better, that thing is great because, well, bless damage. That's one thing I got to get better at with Dragon's Dogma as well. Is like, while there are definite upgrades, sometimes it just doesn't hurt to have like spare weapons or so on, because, or just use one that you think only you use for like a minute, but then you find out, oh wait a second, this is actually a fucking good weapon. Like once we get like, say like the daggers with like the what is it, like electric effect on it already, it's like those. Yeah, I mean, I just really say go with, oh shit, ah, what's fun. Should probably... Oh wow, that's a rare find. Oh no, it's what? Everything has strawberry. Whatever. Should, well, no point in holding on to those back. Should really only hold on to ripened stuff if I plan to sell it. I mean, it's not that it's underrated, it's just Capcom was Capcom. Just like with the first game, they kind of screwed the game over at launch. And when the expansion was coming out, they somewhat learned their lesson. And yeah, that's kind of what happened. And they did it at the worst of times too, because of all the, like, you know, how people feel about downloadable content or stuff like that. That caused a whole bunch of issues. Then people were making up lies about it. Like the whole, oh, you have to pay to fast travel, because people just saw Port Crystal and assumed it's, yeah. Me, like any of the other fans, even though I technically I wouldn't call myself the true fan because I wasn't there for the original Dragon's Dogma launch, but case in point still, I was the same as all the other fans. I was pissed off at how much false pretense was happening because people wouldn't understand it. None of the DLCs were a true requirement. It was just predatory nonsense that they didn't learn their lesson on the first time. You could say the same Resident Evil, but Resident Evil is a little bit different from what Dragon's Dogma. Dragon's Dogma's like shit was almost like Devil May Cry 5, where it was a one-time purchase of the Rift Crystal stuff, and then you had that stack every new save kind of deal. Like, that's just all it was. It's just Capcom killed the momentum that it could have just gotten, which sucked. I think everyone agrees this game is really good. It's just, company did not know how to understand, like, they had the golden egg and still thought they could get away with stupid shit. Which, they're fixing it again, of course.
You made it after all.
I still remember the whole, oh, right, you're the guy from the beginning. Got it. But yeah, like, that's why they made the Eternal. Not necessarily. I mean, yes, the complaints of the whole limited fast travel system, but the point was that was the whole theme of the game, even in the first game, is that you're supposed to have limited fast travel because the point is to explore, gather up stuff and whatnot, and, you know, fight a bunch of monsters. And then if you needed to take a quick route for stuff, then you'd have those, whether it was for a quest or not for a quest. Because technically, same thing applied in this game. If you were smart enough, you would put a port crystal next to the Sphinx and have a couple fast travel stones on hand. Because then those fairy stones had a use for them, because they were to report back to the Sphinx faster, especially with certain NPCs. Because are you really going to bring an NPC all the way to an objective? No, because they die. And even the first game, that was the same thing. If you played the first game, the whole point of the fairy stones too, if you think about it, after your first time learning and or you failed the quest and had to restart, if you think about it, you just got taught a lesson, and now your brain is probably telling you, go to the objective first, you know where to go, put down the crystal, and then either port back or, you know, find an ox cart in this case and whatnot, go back, grab the quest giver, boom, you're right then and there. Same with like the first game. Like that. Like, if you were smart enough, you go to some places early, plant that down, and there's a reason fairy stone kind of deal. Or hell, even in the first game, you could get unlimited healing. That was a good that. But I mean, overall, I think the Eternal Fairy Stone was just to make it a little easier on doing certain objectives because of how far the traveling would take you, and if you know, in my case, I've had it happen to me too. There were moments in time I was just playing legit. What happens? You get knocked off a bridge, die. When was your last save, right? So fair to say the Eternal Fairy Stone is at least a nice addition to ease the frustration of what this game does. But of course, in the end, it's a completely optional item at the same time. And so, yeah. And I think that's just what you can appreciate still about this game. Do so many things, and it really wouldn't change it. The only odd thing that I'll say, going back to the conversation, I don't understand the difficulty reduction. Why put a story mode when essentially normal mode is not that tough? And not only that, they could have still rebalanced gold anyway, which they already semi-did rebalance gold. Whereas they could have just given us hard mode, which I'll hold my breath, Dark Arisen DLC might give us that, like the first game did, to which then they double prices, but as a balancing point, you're getting double money out of it and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, stuff like that. Oh, yeah, and those specializations, I'm going to be honest with you right now, I'm excited. The Ox Cart one, great addition. I'm going to be so honest, that is one of the best specializations ever. Because let's be real. Now, granted, sure, someone might come up with the excuse of like, oh, why use an Ox Cart when you have Fairy Stone? Counter argument. sometimes the ox cart, especially in this current update, will take you to places that you'd still have to walk your ass over from town, right? So you might as well take an ox cart, make it easier, or you're in the middle of the road, same thing. Where you want to go doesn't have a port crystal, so why waste the time there when you take the ox cart? I love that specialization because sometimes I just want to get to my destination. I don't want to fight something. And almost 9 times out of 10, there's a fight and I'm fucking stuck in the middle of nowhere. Oh my god. I just found that, like, when I learned
Guess
about
that
that, I
means
was so
I win.
happy.
Oi. Dear me. You didn't disappoint, did you?
Woodland Wordsmith is
You've
almost
done
useless
well.
unless you watch Lord.
Seems
No,
only fair
no,
I
no.
answer any questions weighing on you. Go on.
I kind of liked it.
Ask away.
Because sure, you could say what it is useless in terms of like, you wouldn't be able to read what people are selling, but actually, if I am remembering correctly, it allows you to understand all the elves. So when you do some of the elven quest line, then yeah. Oh, that's you being funny? Okay. Okay. No. I mean, I think I still got your joke, because honestly, you do make a very striking point. But some people who do take it seriously, where it's like, not really, it's useful because when you're in the elven village, especially, you're learning story rather than nothing. And not only that, your pawns will get hired for it too, which is nice.
Figures you'd want to know about. We're supposed to be neutral. But I suppose I can tell you, his real name is Dara. But he's been exiled. We had no choice, see?
I will say, I think I have
And
tried
he
to
went
buy
off
from
to
the
play
merchants without
false
knowing the
arisen.
language. It is not easy. Even if
We're
you
men and
memorize
shadow.
what each thing
Center
is,
stage isn't our place to stand.
you'll realize, like, later you come back, you're like, shit,
That's
what was this
why
again?
He was cast out. That all you wanted to ask? For all this, Dara was in line to become the next thief maester, but he failed. So the title.
I'm
fell
hoping
out
by the
when
time
he
we get
went
back to
off,
town,
so
there
he
will be a
used the scar on his
masquerade. I don't know why
chest
there
to
wasn't one
pose as the
earlier.
owner. And what a scheme that turned out to be, eh? Now he gets to sit pretty on the best seat in the kingdom.
Oh, wait, you can get some... See, you know, that's one thing, is I still have yet to raise a lot of NPC affinities. So I'm probably missing out on some secret gear that I don't know about, like maybe some secret armor or secret weapon, right? Like, I think when I wanted to get the Woodland Smith, right, I was like, shit. I could just hire a pawn, but I kind of was like, I kind of want to give it to my pawn, right? So then that's when I was like, oh, you can give it to random people. And the first one I thought about was like the one at the inn and everything, and just give her flowers and whatever that her thing, like, boom. I need to do that more. I'm gonna try to remind myself to do that with certain stores, mainly like the armors and armors, or armor weapon, whatever. So that way I get those discounts. I don't know how far the discounts go though. I assume you get a 5% for your first phase, and then maybe like a 10% on your second phase. I don't know how far it goes.
Still, you'd have a hard
But
time
we all know
believing
if
that he's
Caxton
not
the
who he
blacksmith
says he is.
was still around,
He's a wise
he'd be
one,
the
that guy.
only one we'd ever buy weapons from.
Always was careful not to leave behind us, but we can't have him thinking that he gets to go off and enjoy a
That is true. I can side with you on that. And I did try Magic Archer once, and
Here, this should do the trick. Now,
ooh, I love
as to the maester.
nice. The mace protect.
You're here.
I gotta come back here for that chest. If I remember right, Thief has double jump or something like that. Thief Gators, go. I will say though, I really like the elven armor in this game. So I'll give credit to that. Oh yeah. I'm gonna say I've done a little bit of the mace skills as a thief, and it's fun. Not the joking one. I've seen it though. Yeah. Like I said, I pretty much tried all of them
So this is where you
except
were, Master. I searched high and well met.
not you. Who is it? Someone has the fucking book. What is it? Oh wait, do I need the quest? Oh, you know what? Now that I think about it, I probably need to get the quest first before it happens. Now I'm starting to remember.
What luck! 'Tis a chest!
Because if I'm
Let us
correct,
hope your
I think that's how the
curiosity will be
cave
rewarded.
opens up for one of the books too. I think. Oh,
Here to ask all of me.
I did not realize they all had daggers afterwards. What the fuck? That's a detail I... Holy shit, that is a detail I missed.
You must be the visitor of Dara. In fact, if e'er you should meet him, as you like.
This is, of course. Nothing's free in this world.
That's... Right. Yeah.
Glad to be of service, sir.
Well met, sir. How might I
Yes,
be
I
of
did play Baldur's Gate 3. I played the early access. I played the game all the way on stream. I have tried to do multiple playthroughs, and just like everyone else, you end up liking the game so much you want to try all the classes, and you can never beat the story. I almost beat it a second time once, but kind of got distracted again on that same concept. And then I'm doing a co-op one right now. We're kind of almost done with Act 1. We're on like the second half of it after the Goblin Camp. It's just pretty much whenever Tay's in the mood, stuff like that, or I guess if I ask her and whatnot, we'll continue onward on it.
Here you are, Master.
I do probably plan to do more
Hope you
on
like it.
stream for sure
I found
one
it
of these
myself.
days. But yeah, I love Baldur's Gate 3, and yes, I'm very excited for Divinity. However, I do still need to beat Divinity 1 and 2. I have played them both. I actually did not like Divinity 2 Original Sin, of course, by the way, not the original one. But anyway, I wasn't a fan of it at first because I did not like the first part of the game. Plus, the way they handle the whole... And granted, maybe this was just me being weird because it was like, say, Fallout, for example. I mean, you just got to find gear, and the gear's just going to get slowly better anyway. And then, once you leave Act 1, the game kind of starts to open up better,
Ingredients
and
are
gear
plentiful
becomes, like,
hereabouts.
not a problem,
No
right?
harm in picking a few.
But I think it was also like how stats are allocated because, you know, you kind of have to do a certain build, or like you have to do certain stats the way you want them to. But I think good respec, I can't remember. But anyway, yeah. And then one of these days, I went back and played it, understood the assignment of, okay, I can't have a party comp the way I have to play. I have to have mainly all melee or all magic, because the
Come
goal
to
is to
think
tear
of
down
it,
those shields,
The private
which I think
quarters of
everyone
one
agrees
of
sucks
myself had
anyway.
many a visitor,
And
and
once I got
rarely
through
the
Act
same
1,
one.
I appreciated it.
Fascinating.
I haven't finished it, but I do like Original Sin 2 now because I understood my faults. They're wait. So Jack of all trades. Technically, yes, because there's an achievement where you have to be level 1 in each. You have to multi-class one level into each thing. So that's your Jack of all trades build, but it can't, you're not going to get super strong. You'll have like, it's like a little challenge. But no, so the way Baldur's Gate 3 works, it's practically D&D 5e, but with some homebrew to make it makes more sense in general, both for video game logic, but also some other things, like taking a potion's a bonus act, for example, level. But anyway, so no, technically speaking, you have to follow through the class you're playing as, but you can respec at any time. It's very cheap too. And yeah, you basically you'll pick your class. Technically, it's better to get it to the max level, which is 12, because you'll be OP. But there is multi-classing, and if you know what you're doing, technically, you can be a pretty good multi-class. Like, you can multi-class into as many classes you want, but of course, there'll be some reduction. You'll lose out on possibly perks from level 4 and 8 because of, the multi-classing. But I digress. Like, even still, you kind of can be a jack of all trades. So if you want to multi-class into 3 classes, kind of cover some grounds, you can. However, there's also modded classes because the game has mod support. So technically, if there's a class you're curious about playing, you can most likely get it in a mod as well, and whatnot. They did also add some new classes that kind of still fit that kind of jack of all trades in a way, but you kind of have to plan ahead for that. Like, for example, fighters now have arcane archer, so you can be a magic fighter. Kind of problem is you kind of have to start as a fighter first, then respec for the arcane archer, or spec it. It's right. Is there an NG plus? Nope. It is a full-on story game, because it's a classic top-down RPG. So, the game is long enough as it is anyway, where there's really no point for New Game Plus, because once you beat the game, the story is over, and you can start the story over with a new custom character or one of the origin stories from one of the pre-made characters that you learn about throughout your journey. My personal recommendation is start with a custom, of course, because you get to learn about all your companions. However, this may sound weird. There is a custom character that has their own story as well. That is meant to be for new game, your second playthrough, right? However, I disagree with Larian on this one. I did that as my first playthrough, and it's also cool because I did not play Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, but I did learn the story of Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. It is highly recommended you should play that first. Like, play that character first, because it's your own character with their own story, and you can still learn a lot about Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, even if you don't know anything about it, because there are key characters involved too. The only problem is there's less customization in terms of your background, but you do get a story, and it has a great redemption arc, or you can go so downhill with it, it's amazing. Um, However, if you don't want to start out like that, make a custom character, learn your companions, then play the companion storylines, because they won't have voice acting if you play as them, but you're gonna see some hidden story stuff that you wouldn't know about because it's their personal like journey itself. So the game is all about replaying everything, because it wouldn't make sense. The whole game is all about progression based, level 1 to 12 kind of. Yep, you can do it basically. You basically can. I mean, there was a funny video about the halfling barbarians where everyone was a halfling barbarian just throwing shit. Technically speaking, it's a viable option. Barrelmancy. People will grab all the different types of barrel types in the game and break the game like that. There's a reason honor mode, the permadeath mode, can be cheesed to the living hells if you know what you're doing. I've seen some OP ass solo build, like archer, like solo archer builds that are fucking insane. Or you want to be a druid, stack a bunch of crates, find a way to the top, turn into an owl bear, and fucking jump off and just body slam everyone in that vicinity. It's a thing. That's what Baldur's Gate is, literally D&D. Like, if you think you can do it, you most likely can do it. That's how good that game is. Highly recommend. I know we're not that far from Fern. Yeah, I gush about Baldur's Gate 3. Let's super.
We seem to have arrived without issue.
I will admit
So
though,
it's safe here.
if you're not good at the kind of style of game it is, definitely start on story mode. Get yourself into the feel of the game first. But yeah, you kind of get the idea. Like, it's really, really good. Oh, yeah, let me go get my noble clothes. See if there's a
Now there's a worthy prize.
party going on.
Opponents weren't so far away.
Yeah, one thing about me, I'm a big RPG nerd. Not every RPG, by the way. Like, there's still some I have to get into, so I apologize if there are some that I probably don't know. Mainly because it's probably a style I never really grew up with, so it's kind of hard for me to digest. But like, for example, like Gothic, I kind of started to understand it better, and I love Remake. I almost want to play 2 and 3 before 2 Remake, but I might even play the OG as well, which I've done a little bit. It makes me want to actually beat Risen and Helix now that I understand the games better. Um, like Witcher 3 is one of my fucking all-time favorites. That was when I first got a job and everything. That was my first. Okay, that's a lie. Not really my first game I bought when I got a job, but it was essentially my first ever game because I technically bought Batman with my PS4 at the time. But anyway, Witcher 3 is like one of my all-time favorites. That was my first game I bought and loved. And it made me replay the other games and read the books. Are we clean? No, not yet. We still got to do the ball, which we're about to do, and then that should give us the sign to head to Batal. However, that is where I don't know if we'll get to it today, because I think I'm at least going to go to the Elven village real quick, do some stuff, and maybe do a little bit of like, yeah, we still want to go to Melv real quick, do the Melv stuff. So the goal is to pretty much get the quest to go to Batal, but I think we're still going to do some Burnworth quest first, and then depending on how we do, then we'll go to Batal. However, I haven't decided if I'm going to sneak in or if I'm going to go buy the mask. It's one or the other. I haven't decided. So Batal will most likely be next week, sure. Unless I decide to play. I might do a makeup stream Friday. Haven't decided. Or we might even play on a week, give or take, depending on what happens. Yeah. So we're at least close to getting the quest. But I plan to at least do everything else first. And then we'll go to Batal and then kind of go. And I think the overarching goal is most likely before the big finale. That's when I'm gonna probably put a hold on stuff, and we'll focus on exploring and side quests and stuff because I think personally, I was thinking about it. I should probably wait before we fight, go to quote unquote fight the dragon because we want to make sure how Dark Arisen is going to function. Because if Dark Arisen is available before the actual endgame, I would rather prepare ourselves, play Dark Arisen, and then essentially finish the game. Essentially. Sneak in to save money, head straight to the main city, get a residency. Yeah, honestly, that might be what I do, but I gotta prepare because traveling through that fucking valley is a nightmare. I hate it. But yeah, if I don't get around to it today, we'll most certainly do it next stream. Whenever I decide to do it, like I said, we'll see what that goes. Or maybe, no, I won't do it off stream. I was thinking of at least going to call off. I'll show. Anyway, let's get to close. Hell yeah. I just can't wait for Dark Arisen. Like, that's what I'm most excited for sure. And I love this game's story, but I certainly am more prepared for the story in that. As much as I love Itsuno, I kind of appreciate the director of the DLC because they're, it feels like they're actually putting in effort to tell this story without it feeling too mysterious, I guess you could say.
Let's have a look then.
Mayhap you'll learn.
Like, I
lots
still
of
think
this
Dragon's
scoundrel
Dogma,
that
Dragon's
reclaimed
Dogma's
the
one story
Tear the
definitely was a little more
police master
cohesive.
out.
You could kind of pick it together pretty easily.
We're off to Vernworth
And then when you
Palace
play
then.
Dark Arisen, understand it pretty well too.
Eager as I am, to
Especially when you
explore
find the lore
castle with you,
tablets.
I
This
fear
game,
Mike
however,
won't be welcome within, but I shall see
definitely
to the
felt
entrance.
very confusing,
We're in
and
your
you
hands,
kind of
sir.
did need to like
Much
look
obliged.
something up, because our main quote unquote big bad in this was weird, very weird. I really wish they somewhat kept the original game story, but I understand
Was
why
an
they didn't,
eventful
because
journey.
We shall await you here, Master.
I'm not going to spoil too much, of course, but essentially, we are in the same world. It's who was it that I watched? I watched a video recently that kind of explained it pretty well. Punk Duck's one of them, but it was something else. I think was it or I'll have to look it up. There was a retrospective or something like that I watched, or for the lore, and they made a very, very interesting idea, which is... Oh, really? Gotta look like a nobleman. Are we good? Yes, we are.
You're far from your station, are you?
Yay. Also, I'm playing in big picture, or not big picture mode, big mode, or whatever the fuck Steam calls it, so the UI will be...
Work done gracelessly. It's work done.
Now, if I remember right, I think before we go over there, there's some people I can...
I'm frightfully busy. No time.
Like, I thought there was like a secret... Oh! Yeah.
No. Pay me no mind. We who are gathered here are naught but...
Yeah. That guy. I thought there was someone else, but it doesn't...
He's feeling plenty merry by now.
Yeah, I just wanted to at least... Was one of you? No, I think it was just that guy. Age. Okay. Look. If I remember right, the game just... Didn't the games give you like a tutorial telling you like... this... Go into these masquerades, get you like free food and like... information? In a way? I don't remember. Let's check it real quick. I think it was like information. You could at least get like updates to like your progression. Oh, hey, would you look at that? Alright. Good ol' all heal. Boudoir, for the fuck. I forgot what the fuck I call it. All names for it.
Well, now, you're...
It's Dave's favorite character.
What is it? Has something happened? We have it on good authority that a suspicious individual passed through here.
We need to scour the area. Well, scour what you like.
In here.
She actually has a really cool quest line too. Don't be tempted now. I don't know, man. She knows how to treat you right.
You're dressed rather austerely for a patron.
My humblest apologies, Lady Wilhelmina. We've had reports of an unseemly character in the vicinity, you see, and...
Preposterous. I was out front till but a moment ago, and I did not see so much as a shadow.
Be that as it may.
You are excused. Leave this place, ere you invite our noble host's wrath upon yourself. I will summon you if aught is amiss.
Pray forgive the intrusion.
And what business have you here? In the nobles' playgrounds? Hmm? You've the face of someone in search of a juicy morsel. Would you be looking for this.
You stay loyal to Empress Nadinia? Oh my god.
Come
Well,
on,
I didn't.
then.
I mean,
Keep pouring.
knowing this game,
You take
that's
with
not
some
a
green lad who
shocker.
can't handle his carbs.
I didn't
I'm
think you
your
could really
damned
do that.
king,
That's-
and a king deserves royal treatment.
I will still say this game does it a bit better.
Tell us, Your Majesty.
Because in the first
would you
game,
prefer
as
more
Punk
drink,
Duck says, the game
or
railroads
shall
you
we
into
find some other way to
railroading the
amuse
princess.
Aye, aye. Let's change things up.
I believe I cautioned you to keep your drunken revelry in check, lest you forget these celebrations of your valor are but a pretense for more serious.
You can tell he's a fake Arisen too because of the scar on his chest. That's a
It's
fake
just
ass
I
scar.
get poison in me and things happen is all.
You need only serve as our false king and
You know who that would be in this game? Definitely the mistress right next to us.
Till then, however,
I bet you Dave would agree.
you
Like I
would
said,
do well to
she
remember
she
that
probably knows
your
every
role
way to
demands
give
a
you all the
certain
pleasures
degree
you
of
want.
Dignity. I trust you understand your position, Your Majesty.
Nay, I mean as you say, I'll go and sober up.
He can speak. Right? The Arisen never talks. That's a false Arisen if I've ever seen one.
Why not remove yours as well? This is not the masquerade hall, and we now find ourselves quite alone. What say we dispense with such pretenses and speak openly with one another, Lord Phasus?
See, like, all this could have been so interesting if it had a little more cohesion. And the reason why I say that is because later on...
If you're discovered, yours
Well,
won't be the
disappointing.
only head that rolls. What is your purpose here, I wonder? If you came to learn of the Sovereign, then 'tis as you have seen. The man is naught but a ale-swilling pretender propped up by the Queen Regent. Of course, that begs the question. If he's a mere mummer, then where might our true Arisen be?
Uh-oh.
You'd best go. I'll do what I can to help you make your escape. As you can see, I run an establishment that caters to certain pleasures. You're welcome to come and play anytime, if you escape with your life,
Ooh.
that is. Know, however, that our services do not come cheap.
They don't. This whole shit is so expensive, but if you really... Because from what I understand, I think you have to participate in the stuff to get her questline going. I don't remember, but fuck. I can't believe how much money Dave spent in this place just to get her as the romance character. That monk would buy 2 of everything. So... What back? Out.
What's to be done about this?
Fine spot to take my mind off my troubles.
Wait for the new equipment to come in.
Yep. Hell of a boss. I've actually never seen it, but I've heard it's good. My pawns, and we can still go see Bran. I will say this though, if we do get that mission where we have to go fight the
Captain Brant
Dualahan,
will be eager to hear of it, I'm sure.
isn't that the quest giver? Oh
I
god,
expect Captain Brant will want to hear of this.
I'm gonna avoid him. Make
I
sure,
know where that person can be
because that
found,
fucking
Master.
fight
This way.
sucks balls early.
Guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Actually, I'm thinking here. Hold on. Let's look at the map. Because when you mentioned Batal, my brain is clicking. Here's what we're going to do. I think I'm gonna go ahead and go back to Melv. We're not gonna port Crystal for good reason. We're gonna go back to Melv and get this started. For good story like reasons, stuff like that. We'll get this going. The elves we don't necessarily need to do immediately. From what I understand, should be fine for a while. Because we should do everything before the finale, because then when post game hits, it will make sense for completing the areas better. So maybe we'll do Melv and then go to Batal. Because either way, off stream, I was going to do certain things like getting the books anyway to get the Master Mage and Master Sorcerer stuff. And yeah. And I mean, hey, maybe I'll just go do the Elven stuff off. So, but I like to do Melv the most because Melv's is kind of somewhat important in some fashion because of the Queen Regent. But I mean, either way, we'll do everything, like I said before, whatnot. Like, the moment we get most of this stuff unlocked, especially this part of the area and stuff, that's when we'll full send, like, grow strong, we'll try to get classes all maxed out and everything. And Batal is the best place to farm, technically speaking. So, yeah, because I think that has, like, the strongest monsters in the game. So, I think that's how we'll do it.
Oh, are you there? Your presence is Who's the one requesting? I didn't ask.
Then I'm gonna make sure to get some gifts for my friends' pawns, because I'm gonna send them away and see if they've been updated.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty's claim. I bear word from Regent Kens, a minister who happens to be one of the Queen from the pains he took to remain on scene. That alone is reason to suspect the Regent Kin, and he bids you to use this opportunity.
Skipping all
I
of
shall
it.
ensure that the door to the minister...
Oh yeah, we gotta sneak into the chambers.
There is much we ought to tend to. Ah, yes. When he learnt of your majesty's... As to how he learned your majesty's location with... I shall be sure to inform you when I do. There is much we ought to tend to.
Look at all those rewards.
Well, well. He is merely Deesa's puppet then, even were he to be removed. But if there's aught that compels my... He seems a man of import. Pray, allow me...
So the false...
There is much we ought to tend. Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, your majesty? This appears to be a bill. Call it, but hold a moment. But of course, a clever plan. Furthermore, 'twill serve, and all the while, a clever ploy indeed. I've no doubt that this bill...
That thief maester's a capable sort. I'd wager this'll make life rather difficult for the Queen Regent.
Oh right, that quest. What is your biggest D&D? Wait, so you mean like that I've fought against in D&D, or I actually still have yet to play much. I've only done really like a few small campaigns and like big ones. I know some of the monsters, but if you're talking about in terms of personal experience,
You might investigate Minister Allard's chambers. Eager as I am to explore the castle with you.
Honestly, the best I could say is, like, at least for in-game, truthfully, a fucking undead dragon. I'm not gonna say where that plays in Baldur's Gate 3, but there was an undead dragon involved, and that thing was... Holy shit. I had the most big brain plan, too. The most Dragon Dogma style plan, by the way. And it failed terribly because of a dice. Fucking mad about it.
Here at last.
If that is your destination...
You are the Arisen. Follow me.
You know, the other thing I can't wait about Dark Arisen is all of the armor and weapons we're gonna get in the DLC and to take in the new game plus. It's gonna be so.
It is best you move along. Should one of the other guards spy, pray be cautious.
Ah, shit. Well, it's okay. I may not have the guard armor, but we have noble. I don't think the mask matters, but just to be safe.
Have you heard the news? The new recruits are to be sent out to Melv. Melv, I say.
Oh, yep. There's our hint about Melv.
I wish the minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers.
Do you recall that package from Batawa delivered to the minister's chambers last week?
You know, speaking of D&D games, actually, there is one that I do want to play before I play the sequel. That's Solasta. Now, granted, that game is fully D&D. Like, all that entire game plays like D&D, though the way the combat will work, the rules, and the exploration. So I'm like, well, shit. But it's pretty fun, and I would like to actually finish that game and play the.
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the regent kin to.
Oh, perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can.
My lord.
Oh, unwring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word now. If Wilhelmina calls.
Alright. Aha.
Surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed in the present.
You know, another thing I hope Dark Arisen has, just like what the first game did, have a black. I guess we do have a black market thing. The guy who does the dupe stuff, he should have some gear to sell because I forgot there was some special in-game equipment. Get out of my room, step. Jesus Christ. Oh Lord. Whee. Oh, fine. Whew. Forgot how falling can be in the game.
Well, well. We meet again.
Oi! Who goes there?
Woo!
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's
Dude,
the
we
lady
need a
supposed
spear
to work
class.
with all these interruptions?
Like just a normal spear
You,
class.
Lady Wilhelmina.
Or like an actual dragoon.
Do excuse us?
I mean,
We thought to
Mystic
enjoy
is kind of there, but
Though we had hoped for
do not
slightly
get me
more
started on face
privacy,
planning.
you
I swear to
catch my
God.
meaning.
Apologies, my lady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, my lady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered.
Forgot to put on my
Is that all you have to say for yourself? Tis
what a-
sweet of you to mind your manners, but such niceties won't get you far with me.
sound effect when
Something
I have.
tells me this shan't be the last I see of you. Perhaps
I get mad when I fall a certain height and you think to yourself, I should be fine. Nope. and the fact that your pawns weren't nearby and it was too late for you to quickly heal yourself out of the death, so you have no wake stone. Oh, I was gonna say, I've never heard any of the sound effects on the PS5 controller, nor have I ever played this game on PlayStation, so I have no idea what that's like. I'm sure it's kind of cool though. Right.
It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign.
Yep. Back to Brent now. I actually do wonder if Melv would be okay though. I would assume most quests are fine until you activate them. Because I think time quests are only affected when you start them. That's just a random guess though. Alright, real quick. We're gonna reset the... Oh wait, no, right, I don't have my rewards to give to my friends.
I've just remembered a curious rumor I overheard once. Seems there's an illness pawns can catch beyond the rift that has devastating consequences for those around them. Worse still, the pawn never knows they're sick.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are... I know this sigil well. Let me see. Pray make haste in securing Melv. A meager clue, though. 'Tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with, but though the political situation, I fear such a partnership would only... At any rate, to seem I will investigate these matters only once we have gleaned a fragment and ere it slips...
Oh, never mind. We are gonna go to Melv first. Alright, never mind.
Regent Disa appears to be working in concert with this Phasus fellow. What precisely is their aim?
Right.
Shall we pay Miss Daphne another visit? I find myself wondering how the young lass fares.
She'll be fine. We don't need to go straight to her. Okay. Yeah, looks like we just gotta go straight to Mel.
Leave this to me, Master. I'll bring you straight...
Oregon, and it should be the... Oh, I see. I tried to stay loyal to Ulrika in my last playthrough, and I got screwed. She was literally the only one I showed affection. I do one motherfucker's escort quest, and all of a sudden, he's the fucking love interest. Even though I went straight to her, gave her a gift before going to the fight. Bullshit game. Bullshit. Just one of my friends.
To the one you seek.
Alright.
The guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Deposit this. Ah, shit. If only I had a spare jail key. I should... You know, this is the good thing about the jail key. I should make multiple of these and just give them to friends. Like, here, don't spend that money. You get one on me, pal. Alright. What would I really wish when you're, sending pawns away, they would just take stuff from storage. Still don't know why they don't do that. Let's see. Ooh, would be much appreciated. And they're not hard to. It's just the drop rate can be a little fun. Yeah, you know what? Treat my friends right. Oh, and I guess we should update Miko after some quests.
Shall we get some rest then?
I feel refreshed and ready for a new day.
Right.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
I hope you slept well.
I mean, I just say, like, the best thing I will say, I guess, is when starting out, you should not always expect viewers. You should, if anything, always just kind of improv it. Like, just to help get yourself through, like, being nervous. Even though no one's watching, or maybe even potentially lurking, pretend people are there. You want to acknowledge that there is a chatter there. That way, when the chatter appears, it kind of starts to go into it. Even kind of like with people who do Let's Play videos, I've started to learn when trying to test this out. The same thing, you want to just imagine the audience already there. And especially if you plan to upload these VODs or whatever to YouTube or make highlight stuff, you're already improvising yourself for that matter. So I would say get used to not having a viewer and just kind of acknowledge that there may be someone there, and you'll start to get into it. Other than that, it's really just kind of be yourself, and you'll probably start to realize you'll mesh in this. Be honest in a way of how you're gonna be. Like, when it comes to how you're gonna stream how you want to play. Try not to get into that habit like some people try to convince. I've had people try to do the same with me, where they'll tell you, if you just did this game, you'd get popular. No. Don't listen. Like, if, say, with your solo RPG stuff, if Dragon's Dogma is one of those games you could play endlessly, and that's what you would probably stream a lot, go for it, because you're already comfortable with it. It's something you like, kind of like with those Dragon's Dogma 2 channels kind of deal. Like, you're already so into it, you'll have fun. You're not forcing yourself into a one game kind of deal. Me, I'm all about multi-stream, multi-gaming. I prefer variety. I prefer story for multiplayer. But I try to be, I try to do all of it at once. Like, you have to get used to it. A variety streamer like me is harder because it takes time and meeting the right friends and stuff and whatnot. But because you're doing solo RPGs, while it is variety, you kind of have that demographic down. So you know kind of what to expect and everything. And if you play your favorite games the most, other people might show up. Like, the amount of people I see, like, Metal Gear Solid, I'm a big fan of it too. And when I have other fanboys come in, it's very nice because you have fun. But, like, still understand, like, it's your own personal space in a way still. You want to make sure you have your ground rules set, stuff like that. Like, just kind of build along how you want your community to be and everything, Like, I'm usually more about as being honest with people as possible and how I feel sometimes on things. Like, there was a time when I was playing one of the Resident Evil multiplayer games. I'm not the most comfortable person when it comes to trying to play with randoms online, because it's just I feel uncomfortable sometimes about it. But sometimes you'll break out of that mold, sometimes you don't, and I just let people understand, like, hey, I'm not comfortable with it, so I hope you understand, kind of deal. And like, just be honest with yourself and what you're expecting out of it. And there's plenty of other wisdom out there too. Like, I think Jacksepticeye and Markiplier are great examples of what they tell people. Just go with the flow and enjoy what you enjoy. Don't let it be a job. I somewhat treat it like a job in a way, but I don't. Maybe when COVID happened, I did, but now I don't really. It's still my hobby, and I treat it as such. If I wanted this to become more of a business thing, which it is kind of still a dream in the future, maybe there will be a time where maybe you'll guys start seeing me promote more of, like, subbing to me for stuff like that. But I try to at least still play it off where it's like, the goal is I just, support if you want to support. Like, you could still put a donation bar, you could still put a follower bar, like, show what you want to do. Like, I don't have all this stuff. I used to, but I like having a clean screen. I want you guys to enjoy the game. On other screens, I'd rather have, like, donation bars and stuff, unless it's a very special event, kind of, you know? Like, be honest with yourself in a way. I've seen people, like, one of my friends, he was struggling with rent, and he was really nervous. He didn't want to try to ask for money for rent because, you know, felt like it wasn't right. But in reality, even his own viewers agreed along with me, because we were all in his chat, like, no, like, as long as you're being honest about it, people are going to understand what's going on. You're struggling. You need the extra money. You probably can't expect to get a paycheck from Twitch or other stuff. Ask, you know, be honest, like, you need the rent money, and put it as the thing. I've been honest on some occasions too, where, like, I would run a little donation thing, like, look guys, I would like to upgrade my gear, I need help. If you would like to donate and stuff, I have a little, like, you know, this is my goal throughout, like, these next couple months. Donate if you want, and stuff like that, and so forth. And, you know, I usually like to do it where it's like, I'm only asking for a certain amount, and then I'll match it with this, or, you know, stuff like that. You know, it's just a matter of, like, think what you want out of it, and then kind of build upon it from there. So the biggest one is treat it as a hobby still. This is your excuse to play more of your games. Because streaming has become that for me. It feels like I have a hard time playing games off stream now, which it sucks. Let me tell you, it does suck. I need to get out of that mindset. It's hard. But streaming has changed me since I've started streaming. Because I do enjoy playing games more on it. It's been a mixed bag because I think it's just because of my ADHD. But I mostly do enjoy playing. I just feel like I end up treating it too much like a job sometimes. I gotta refresh again. But treat it as a hobby. It's your way to play more games. It's a great excuse to tell yourself to play more games. And even, like, your backlogs or replays. Like, stuff like that. Like, treat it as, like, just your way of getting to do more of your hobby. And then sooner or later, you'll get used to it and it transitions. And most of all, you know, it's going to happen a lot. Just always be cautious of who's in your chat sometimes. Because you're always going to have the people who will try to pretend, you know, they're watching. And then turns out they're an artist who's trying to rip you off. Right? Or stuff like that. So it, you know, it's going to take a lot of learning. And we're all human. We all make our mistakes still on certain things and stuff. You just got to get used to it. Just, you know, still be careful there too. Here's the application for you to be my therapist. I'm not the best person for that, let me tell you. But I appreciate that. Day 2 of watching it, I'm already a fan. Thank you. That's all I ever really do, is I just want to be here to kind of be entertained and everything, and help. You know, just help have it be a place to just relax and stuff and whatnot. Just have fun sharing my experiences and what. Because that is the fun part about it, for sure. And, you know, there are plenty of people that used to be in my chat. I rarely see them anymore. And they're usually doing their own thing. Like, they become their own streamer and stuff like that. They're probably out doing their own thing. I'll see them from time to time. But, yeah, I'm mostly proud of people who find their footing and, you know, continue on with stuff. So, if it's really something you want to do, just go for it. And you'll appreciate it. Take your time too. Don't try to, like, rush on, like, you know, when it comes to raids and stuff. Take your time. Start with your own stuff and everything. And if anything, start out with maybe friends, like you have other friends who stream stuff, raid them and everything. Share the love. And if anything, you know, I used to do it. I need to get back into doing it. Look into more smaller streamers and raid them too. Once you start to grow a bit, you'll realize you'll start to meet more people too. That's how I met a lot of people. But I only stopped doing it because I'm already in such, like, a big handful of people now. Like, I've kind of just rotated around them to meet other new people. But one of these days I should get back into that habit. It's nice. Are you trying to want 100% content? Nah, not really. If I end up wanting to, I usually do that off stream and just vibe with some music and have a guide up for anything that I need to look into. So this is more any percent run. Most of the time, anything I do on stream is any percent, unless I'm very dedicated to what I'm doing.
I have a knack for gathering items.
Should've sent them
and
away
am ever on
first.
the I'm only glad to have proven my worth.
Also, Alex, how you doing? Oh, he just popped. Okay. And then send other friend away. I don't know why I grabbed 3 things.
If I learn of a matter that requires it, the time of our parting has come.
Alright. I'm good. Ooh, nice. I'm doing good. I'm actually probably gonna try to take a break here in a second and make some iced coffee. Also, I feel bad for the YouTube VOD. I realize with me like pausing the yap. And that's the other thing too. I'm a yapper and I think most people expect. Would it be weird that I send my pawn ID to trade? Honestly, with this game, I probably wouldn't mind. As I say, you could probably even just put it in the chat, and then like that way, if anyone else is playing, they can check it out too and everything. If I don't get around to it today, I can just like write it down. Or if you decided to just DM me it on Twitch, I guess I can do that too and whatnot. But if you want other people to see it who are playing, you can put it on here, stuff like that. Like I said, I'll just write it down or copy and paste that on a notepad and check it out. Oh. 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 Oh no, right. This was a game, right. Okay. I think the only thing I usually just am cautious about is just like, I know when some people are like, oh, can you please look at my pawn? It's like, okay, I don't know. Because I mean, I know it probably doesn't matter too much, but when people just bet to have their pawn, I guess I'm a little like, you know, but I try not to be mean about it. Where was it? Search pawn friends. Okay. Yep. Some of them leveled up. Okay. So hold on one second. This one level up? Want to do... I guess having 2 archers isn't a terrible idea. Miko's already a maid. Hold on. Okay. Oh, no, that's Steam profile. Ah, there we go. Now he's getting it up. Oh yeah, not a problem, Leaf. I appreciate it. Yeah, and you know, honestly, like, feel free to just ask now, and honestly, I'd say it's alright. You're very chill and everything, and I appreciate the honesty too. Like I said, I will at least admit I'll most likely probably stick with like my friend, at least for as the level they are and stuff. I'll stick with some friend pawns, and then give or take, I'll try. Like if people wanted to like have me use their pawns, I'll give them a go. But I tend to just focus on taking whatever pawns I progress up stuff, which I think everyone kind of understands, right? Because you want to have your team build set up and whatnot. I mean, I guess I could, yeah, I don't know, 2 archers. I at least want to max out now and everything. You know what? I guess. Two mages and a sorcerer doesn't sound too bad, along with me being an archer. We just wouldn't have. I think this time I'm gonna take my friend's archer, and then we'll just get a random fighter. Or I guess my friend's fighter. I don't know if she's still playing. I think I've seen her hop on time. I'm just checking. Oh yeah, they haven't played it. You've been playing right now.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your app. Is there aught this pawn might...
Right, where is...
Hail, Arisen. 'Tis plain you've been training diligently in my absence.
Yeah, I always try to have like a decent comp, like team comp.
An unexpected reunion, but a happy...
I don't think I really hired you. Why would you say Alright, at this time we'll search. Honestly, as much as I like warrior, I think I prefer fighter pawns more. No, sometimes. Yeah. Let's see. Ooh, okay. I'm already liking this one so far. Good. This one, calm, simple. Righteous Fury, Compass / Cloud. Okay. Launch board. Ooh, she looks. Field launch board. Oh, I kind of like how they got this one set up. Well, actually, those both. Straight. A straightforward inclination is a must-have for a fighter and warrior, right? I've actually seen some pretty good ones with not kind-hearted. What's the other one for like that? I can't remember. But I swear I've seen some where or maybe it was kind-hearted. I swear I recall something like that. Ooh, this one has an ice. Seen the ones with the maces though too, I'm not gonna lie. Oh. Ooh. Oh, this one's a guardian.
With me by your side, your days of disturbed sleep are at an end. I shall do my utmost to defend you while you dream.
Oh, right. Guardian is the new one for camping. I really rarely ever get attacked during camps. I mean, it does, because yes, them being aggressive is good, but I was even telling my friend, like, technically, I think the pawns could still kind of manage it, like, say like a kind-hearted one like this one right here, because they are kind of more of a support. They could be a little bit more beneficial because they know like, oh shit, my team is being attacked, I need to move in closer kind of deal and give them something. But also your special, I think their specialization would matter too, of course. A lot of guardian ones, or how you get that. Like for example, I mean, this one being straightforward probably still works with this one because they would still make sure to give you curatives and stuff. But like this one, since they're kind-hearted, they know to kind of be a little more, you know, they're still your tank, but they're most likely still wanting to keep you alive, kind of deal. Takes a little testing too, honestly, but straightforward and the simple are usually pretty good for what you want out of a fighter. Oh wait, what's the shield?
I am
That's
attentive
familiar.
and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side.
Isn't the shield really good? Guardian's convenient as hell. I was to say, but isn't it just for not getting your camp attacked, which usually you just like clear out camp anyway?
Right.
No, look at their gear. I thought you could. I mean, fuck, I might give it a go. Like, so far, oh, these two don't have special, because I liked the weapons they got right there. Oh, is it for ox carts too? I thought ox cart was a different job. I thought, or maybe. Huh. Oh no 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 no! Yeah. Now that I'm remembering the trailer, I think you're right. Yeah yeah yeah. I think. You know, I think I'm gonna take this guy. I even like how he looks.
Grand adventure await. Let us work together to.
Cool. Alright. Alright. So we got set up. What the fuck?
Whatever am I?
Oh, apologies.
We are under attack.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting. I don't have any drenching arrows. This is gonna be interesting.
It seems we have enraged our foe.
No, that one's for giving you curatives. I remembered now. So if I gave the curatives to my pawn because they have it, they'll give me whatever I'm needed for.
Fall back, and I will heal you with my magics. Wait right there. A foe worthy of caution. Lord, save our best from doom.
Cypress tusks are precious indeed. Let us endeavor to obtain them.
And what good will that do us if we don't survive? We must be focused.
Nice.
I shall not fail.
I mean, there's a lot in this game. I don't blame you. Nice.
What?
Ah, nothing to loot. Lame.
Shall we take an ox cart? If our destination lies along its route, we could shorten our journey by making a stopover.
That was funny. You know what, just for that, hey everyone, for that horrendous attack.
How extraordinary.
This looks like they reduced the price of buying around for people. I actually don't understand the point of buying around. I feel like it's like get some people's affinity up, but I feel like for your pawn it would make sense.
A crime committed here will see one confined to jail.
I've heard that jail... Look. Hey,
shit.
A pittance, despite the hardships of their work.
Then a bribe might avail us, should the time come.
Yeah, over here. Well, do we expect to camp out? Not really, no. Right. But, still never know. What's the best moniker? I mean, they all have some pretty interesting monikers and stuff. I'd say whatever just fits your character's name, or if there's a joke you want out of it. Oh yeah, I said I was gonna go on. Guess we'll do that in a sec. I forgot if there's a difference with the unconscious and that will be out dark for long. Don't need a port now. Okay, I think head to the ox cart. Put this roll there. Pikachu Beastion. Oh yeah, Pikachu Beastion is funny. All those character creators are amazing.
Find a way to reach it.
Some people are super talented. It's insane. When I watch videos for like character creation for like Elden Ring, for example, holy fuck, jokes. All right. All right, we're gonna take a break. I'll just keep this screen up. I need to do an actual BRB thing. I feel like I never do. I just have like the one thing and just stare at your souls while I'm gone. Oh yeah. It sounds relevant. Pretty much is, right? Yeah. Oh. And I mean, pretty right now. We've been on for already a couple hours. Good.
This ox, I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
As if I do stream Friday, at least.
You can doze off
Before I
if you
go for a
like,
little longer.
Arisen.
Nice.
I'll keep watch for you till we reach our destination.
You know what? I just realized something. Oh boy. Can I do it though?
No. Oh, best to proceed.
Quickly, follow me.
Get yourselves to safety!
You go with them. I'll fell that thing myself. There you are. Damn beast.
I like how he's like, how dare you run away? It's like, hey, I got a better idea, buddy. Hurry up.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here,
Shall we see if there's all to be found while we're here?
Hurry up, Pons. Hurry up. Oh, I'm going the wrong way.
Might I be of assistance? I shall not fail you.
All right. All right. shit.
'Tis
Ah,
draconic
too
in
straight.
form, yet aught about it is odd.
It's a formidable foe, regardless.
Indeed, we must bring all we have to bear against it.
Oh no, it was too weak. I always fuck that up because I don't know that it's gonna be straight. Ah, damn you. We'll fight you legit then.
We've managed to repel the dragon. But what will become of Mel?
I keep forgetting that
Perhaps we ought to
ballista
stop
can
by the village
shoot
again in the
much
near
straighter
future.
than I think.
See how it's getting on.
Oh well.
Well met, sir.
Show yourself.
Restart the run.
'Twas a lesson in. Somehow I knew you'd come. You have my gratitude as well.
Ulrika, glad I...
Forgive me. I'd best go. But
That wasn't the dragon, but a poor imitation of it.
I like this guy.
No wonder I feel so hollow. Sigurd,
Mm-hmm.
you're the current Arisen, aren't you? Sigurd,
Oh, yeah.
you're the current Arisen, aren't you? Is a style all my own. The patchwork of techniques, honed.
I don't think you can get his armor. That one's really cool. Mystic Spearhand, let's go.
we're
Um. Hold on. Unless we have to wait for a bit.
Pray slow your feet. You run too
Maester.
fast for the likes of me.
There he
Let
is.
us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
wasn't sure we'd survive that, but here we are. A firm resolve has taken root in my heart since we met. I may be past my prime as a fighter, but I can still teach.
Let's go.
And if anyone can master this technique, 'tis you. Go on, humor an old man.
Wait. I'm gonna double check with Ulrika again. Oh, why won't it let me use it? Oh wait, I guess I don't. No. Oh yeah, I don't have fighter yet.
Wasn't sure.
Alright. I'm gonna double check with Ulrika one more time. And then go check. Alright. Let me go to our village real quick. Good.
Took nary a moment.
Just to double check if there's anything here, and then I guess we'll go back to Burnham. A crazy old man. Our favorite.
No! I'm not sending anyone into that cave!
But Jonas, isn't it your duty?
This world...
Here we go again.
Think I can manage.
Sir Arisen, I am sorry you had to witness that. Jonas has been e'er harsher in his... Yet how can he condone leaving a man to his death is beyond my ken. Though the chief has forbidden it, a number of us intend to mount a rescue. Will you aid us in our efforts? Pray, meet us at Stormwind Cave at the tip of the cape.
Let us make haste, that no life may be lost on our account.
Alright. Oh man, ramen's so good.
Sir Fioran awaits us at Stormwind Cave. Let us go join in the rescue effort. Then follow me. I'll lead the way.
We're in your hands, sir.
Oh yeah,
Much
he's
obliged.
he's the guy that that became my romance character apparently. I was trying to remember his name and I always forget. Yeah, he was the one.
I knew I could count on you. In we go then.
We will likely find our charge in the cave's depths. Shall we press on? I can guide you to the place, Arisen, or thereabouts.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Where the Saurians?
Nice.
You are mighty indeed, Arisen.
Oh hell no.
Have my protection.
There's one above me? Shit. Nice.
Over here, if you please.
Where are we supposed to go? No. Let's go back up there first. Oh shit. The Saurians. Oh shit.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Kill them all. Okay. Pretty much. Nice. Really wish the Saurian Intel had a better drop rate. It still feels like it's not great.
will protect you.
One of us is drenched.
Oh my god.
Cannot fault your prowess.
Think nothing of it.
Well said.
I'll pick that up. We might have need of it.
I'm saved. Thank you.
Shall we report our results? The mission was a success. I wonder what Sir Jonas will have to say of our efforts. Allow me to guide you, Master. I know the person you're looking for.
A guide is most welcome.
I think this time we're like...
Now we shan't lose our way.
Wait. We going back down to the thing?
Water is nigh invisible.
I think, okay, yeah, we got it first. Sorry, I wasn't looking, so I was like,
an overconfident step soaked my boats.
Ah, yes. That sounds familiar. I see our goal has changed. I would not presume to direct our course, but do let me know if you require a guide.
It is not for us to
I just don't remember if we
gainsay
go
the
out
arisen
or...
judgment. We must go where we are bid.
Okay, no we do. Okay. Then I... No? Maybe? What is wrong with you? Which way? Yeah, I think we're supposed to go out first, right? Because then we come back down here. Is she stuck? She is stuck.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Oh no, there you go. Now she... I know we come back here later, of course. I just never remember if we're supposed to clear out that now or later.
Tis rather high. It might be beyond our reach.
Allow me, Master. It is within my reach. Might I be of assistance?
They say they're emotionless, but they just need to learn it.
So, 'twould seem your rescue mission was a success. No matter. You'll accept your punishment all the same.
How can you say that, Jonas? Now you're just being cruel.
Cruel, am I? And what do you call disobeying my orders and endangering the entire village for the sake of one foolhardy beastren? You're banished, all of you. You'll find no welcome in Harv any longer.
What a jackass.
All that effort for a reward so unjust. The village chief is a callous man to cast so fear on and the others out.
How can he be so cold? Where are we to go if not our own homes?
I was about to say, now we go back, right? Queen.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
guess not yet.
Would you mind
Damn, look at that
coming over
armor.
here?
Okay. I guess we go back.
We can bit of boarding
Thank
an
you,
ox
President.
cart.
Pass the time.
Welcome.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go wait at the bar just in case. This is the part I always kind of mess myself up of, like what I gotta do next.
Welcome to the Star Trek. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Always a pleasure.
As a reward, you will, of course,
Ah, yes. Okay, here we go. Thank you, Ulrika. Making me dress all fancy again.
There is much we ought or shall change. If your majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, very well.
Yeah, we should be fine.
The coronation is to take
I don't
place on
think
tomorrow.
anything gets missed.
We shall
And hey, if something does, it's an experience. Uh-oh.
Master! Pray, leave this place. My body, it refuses to obey me. There is a voice within my mind. It commands me, sways my very will.
Sways your will. Could it be that the gods sway? We must quit this place, your majesty. I fear our plans may fall to naught. Let us return to the tavern.
Well, because we were about to present them. But we've been bamboozled.
We've been had.
They played us like a damn fiddle.
False sovereign commanded the pawns at the coronation, proving his own power has arisen. According to Regent King Sven, the pretender was wearing some sort of lavish necklace at the time. I imagine this artifact is the godsway mentioned in that letter. Perchance 'tis a tool that grants power akin to that of the true arisen. Alas, unless we find some way to unmake this godsway's power, proving your majesty's legitimacy shall be difficult indeed. Allow me to speak to the agent we captured some days past. Perchance he knows aught of use.
Never could I have imagined such an outcome. What manner of artifact is this godsway?
Alright.
Supposed is pointless to ponder. Let us await the results of Captain Brant's investigation.
I quite agree.
Now we'll help them build. I am doing it right, the correct way, because if I remember correctly, the whole banishment thing did happen. If I'm been a minute. Wait.
Ever since the reign of Rothace, the founder of Vermund, the village of Malv has played an indispensable role in the defense of our kingdom against the
Oh, I
dragon.
do not know that.
Yet twice
I've actually
now
never really used that
has the
one.
dragon
I
set
need.
upon this village, inflicting numerous casualties before being allowed to flee. The fault here lies with you, Ser Ulrika. You have failed in your duty as acting chief.
With all due respect, Sir Martin, our village has dispatched many of its young hands to the northern stronghold since its completion. Was it not the former consul who decreed that the stronghold should serve to defend the kingdom, with Malv offering aid only where needed? Yet the stronghold has remained entirely silent to our plight. How can you say that the fault is ours to bear?
Oof.
I know of no such agreement. At the very least, Queen Regent Disa has mentioned naught of the kind.
But I'm quite sure the consul...
You would dare misrepresent the words of the dead? Or do you mean to imply that the Queen Regent has spoken falsely? If so, then Melv's problems run far deeper than I had thought. 'Tis not indolence that has taken root here, but treason. The village entire will answer for this.
What? I intended nothing of the sort. Pray, let us...
Save your honeyed words, traitor. I must inform the Queen Regent of this development.
Typical politics.
You came to see me. Forgive me, I've much to ponder. Still, how would you like to stay the night? It was by your godly efforts that Malv escaped the worst of the dragon's assault. The people of this village are more precious to me than life itself. To lose them would have been the end of me. You have my earnest gratitude, friend. I wanted to tell you that, if naught else. Now, 'tis time we slept. There is much to be done for the village, and I shan't manage it without a good night's sleep.
And she's gone.
Where is Ulrika? The Queen Regent has declared that Ulrika be apprehended as a traitor to the kingdom. All who seek to abet her will be tried in turn.
Ulrika is gone.
What?
She stole away in the dead of night. Ask around. Several witnesses can confirm it. I cannot say why for certain, but I imagine she took your words to heart, Overseer. Realizing her plans for rebellion had been found out, she chose to abandon the village, for our sake.
You would have me believe that Ulrika was acting alone? That the rest of the villagers harbor no rebellious intent?
Yep.
Aye, that's the long and short of it.
Very well. I shall take you at your word, sir. However, for the time being, your village will be in our hands.
Yeesh.
Ah, there you are. There's aught I would ask of you. You've heard she fled the village, aye? She left the village that she might fulfill her charge. As for where she went, it would be unwise.
I already know where she is, don't worry. You know, I kind of want to see. Because I know I'm running DLS. Let's try it out. Just see. I don't know what the frame rate's going to be like. I usually do F. I noticed the shadow Oh god, no. Yeah. I swear, ever since DLSS came out, like, the way anti-aliasing works now is just whack. I mean, granted, this is meant to be an anti-aliasing. All right. And whoop. I was gonna say, the base graphics for sure look pretty good.
To think I would meet you here. I cannot return to Malv. Not till my name. This village also suffered the dragon's attack in the past. Pray, give my regard.
And now back. Wait. Start a little early, probably where we'll get ready to wrap up. Like I said, you're both archers, how convenient. But like I said, I think depending on what I'm looking at Friday, if I have the availability, I'll do stream. Well, there's a person's affinity to maximum. There's Max. Or is it Ulrika? Not blushing. I think it was Ulrika. Alright, and now we gotta wait like a few days for this to kick off. Let's go do some time passing. Did I rest when we... No, we went... Okay. So actually, I'm going to rest up so we save our pawn information.
Any ideas as to how we might reach it? Where are you off to?
We're gonna go rest a Fool's Day. See if that progresses time, which I'll just do like the bench part of that one. Just so this way we get the Batal stuff set up. And like I said, maybe I'll do some stuff off stream.
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Off we go then. Ready to forge on?
At least in that way, like, I'll have some exploration under my belt, and then we can do Batal next stream. But we'll see if I don't... As long as I don't get distracted on doing, say, like...
Why are you there? Who's the one request I didn't ask?
Oh, okay. Yep, there we go. I have been playing a lot of Soul Calibur again. But I also need to hop back on Gothic. Oh no, maybe I'll do that. To mess with tricksters. Oh yeah, I plan to, for sure.
There is much we ought to... If the information I believe it is worthy of investigation. Yet, official dealings twixt vermin. Fortunately for us, it is an entry permit. I doubt any would... There is one other thing. An oracle who once served... This oracle, indeed. The oracle knows much of the...
Wait, and we got 2 port crystals. Good. Good. Oh, sweet. We're about to level up our vocation. Alright, so... Yeah, I think this will be our stopping point. I'll make sure to do a bunch of exploration. You know what bothers me? Is the middle section. Like, all the mountain sections don't get unfogged until New Game Plus. I hate that. But yeah, I'll most likely explore this probably a bit tomorrow off stream, get some side quests done and whatnot. And then when we hop on stream, we'll proceed to Batal and everything, or depending how much have I done, still do some stuff in Burnworth. I think what I will do though, I don't think we need to put name. We'll kind of say, have a good night, Boof. Thank you for stopping by. I will probably get a raid going in just a moment. Yeah, we'll kind of figure it out from there. So, of course, thank you for those who watched on YouTube. I hope you enjoyed. And, of course, yeah, in the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.